All right, welcome back to the stream, everybody. It is Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, time for another round of Valheim. So, we recently started a new run. We're on episode 3 today. So, we started a new run. It is a regular old run. We're going to head into the Ashlands, take out Fader solo, and see what we can do there. So, let's jump into it. Already got the game all fired up. No deaths so far. Doing pretty good. Let's, I believe we were Gary Sinise. I always go with famous actors' names for my characters. Gary Sinise was the next one. He's been doing a lot of work with U.S. veterans, children, families of fallen veterans, etc. So I think he's a pretty good guy. Being a rich Hollywood star, still finds time for others. So let's jump into his world. I'm going to fire up my transparent Twitch chat. Get this going here. There we go. All that does is it puts the chat on my screen over top of the game so that I can just see a little bit better. So, oh wow, where are we? Are we back at our base? Oh, we got portals and everything. Okay, so I forgot how much progress we made. So it looks like we're here on the coast. Water's getting pretty high up the coast there. So this is sort of where we ended up. It's not the best spot, not the worst. I believe, if we go to the map, we've got a farm all the way down here, bottom left. So let's head on out there, take a quick look around, see what we've got going on. I know I don't have my rested effect on right now. We'll get that in a second. I just want to scout things out a bit. Right, so this is the farm that we found. I have not touched it at all, so this is exactly how we found it. I believe we caught some boars last time. I got them started breeding. I didn't bother finishing because I was a little bit lazy, and I had to log for the night. So they're still in their breedings. We can still see some hearts coming up. I believe there's 2 one-star boars. Yeah, those look like 1-star boars to me, so that'll be a nice source of leather and meat. And then we've got all these houses, and I noticed after the stream was over, this one's got a beehive in it. So let's go ahead and gather that. 1 arrow ought to do it. Go. Take the stings. Stumps is getting a little bit stronger. We can handle getting stung a bit. We're okay. And I think we're in pretty good shape. We don't have enough to start breaking all this stuff down, but we do. We do have enough wood. So we've got a little workbench here. So I think I'm going to go back, get some rest. It feels like we're at the end of the day. We'll figure out what time it is. And if necessary, we'll get some sleep. Really get our rested buff going. Let me get this bird. Got it. Camera work. There we go. Oh, too slow. Too slow. All right, let's go ahead and rest up. We'll just go ahead and get some sleep. Nighty night, Stumps. Nighty night, Stumps. Good morning, Stumps. My goodness, that was a short night. No dreams, no nothing, huh? All right, let's double check everything. Try to get ourselves ready for adventures. Let's put a bunch of this away. Let's see how we're organized. We got some decent stuff here. That's not bad. Is it raining? Of course it's raining. Of course it's raining. We've got no wood in here. Can we ditch anything? Doesn't look like it. This is where we can ditch some stuff. So I'm going to keep a little bit of the deer meat. Let's just keep 1 for now. We'll put all the rest of that in there. I don't see any other trophies. Let's put this in here. Looks like we've killed a bear. We've got some metal going. Not a whole lot, though. I'm going to try to get it all in 1 chest, just so a little easier to manage that way. I think we'll leave all that. I'll do some organizing off stream. So we've got these 3. Let's go ahead and... Can we forge these? Is our forge working? Let's find out. So I'm using a mod called crafty boxes, and that lets me put multiple things in the smelter with one click. So that's what I just did. I know that looked a little weird if you've never seen crafty boxes. That's basically what it does. Let's see if I can find... Do we have more coal? Here we go. Here we go. Put some more coal in there. Get those last 3 smelted. What have we got here? So we've got some fine wood. We've got some copper. We've got a cultivator, and we've got an axe. We're in really good shape here. I'm going to go ahead and get some quick repairs in. Go. And too far away. There we go. There we go. Our quick repairs. I'm going to turn off crafty boxes, so we're no longer pulling from boxes, and I can just fire up that one deer meat. Top off our numbers a bit. Let's see if we have any wood anywhere. I might have to go gather it at the farm. I think that's where we're headed next. We have a lot of options here. I'm gonna wait this out, so while we wait for that, what else can we craft? A buckler would be good. The buckler would be good. It's a lot of bronze. I don't know that I want to spend the time on it. I have gone with the wood shield all the way to the Iron Age, so I think we're okay there. Bronze pendant. Oh, our first trinket. Our first trinket. Increased stamina regeneration. So I think we should do this. I think we should make this. Let's see what we need. So we've got Bear Trophy. A couple of these. Actually, we can just leave these in the chest now that I think about it. We'll turn crafty boxes back on. Have we got enough? Probably not. Probably not. So we're going to need 5 bronze. We need 1 tin, a little more copper, and that's exactly what we got going on out here. Boom. Grab those. 5 bronze real quick. And our pendant. So our first trinket of the game. Boom, it automatically goes into our trinket slot. Again, I'm using Azumatt's extended player inventory, so that's what gives me this little side panel and an extra row of slots, inventory slots at the bottom. I just expanded it a bit. You can expand this as many rows as you want. Just depends on your goals. Okay, so that's pretty good. We got our trinket. So now we'll kind of watch what happens with stamina, or with, this uses adrenaline. This uses adrenaline. So as we get enough adrenaline, 50 adrenaline, it'll increase our stamina regen. I hear these things are really only good for boss fights because it takes so long to build up adrenaline, but we'll see. We'll give it a chance. We don't have any utilities yet. That's like the belt from Haldor or the wishing bone or all kinds of things. And we haven't bothered with a back piece. None of our current back pieces give us any real bonuses. Let's see if I can find a couple like the deer hide. I mean, it's 1 armor, and it's just a lot of stuff, so I'm not going to bother with that. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to figure out if we have... I'm going to go look out front. All this water. Okay, this is not the best spot for us. Change that later. I'm looking for... Here's some wood. Great, we'll take that with us. And I don't see any... Surtling cores, so we're going to need to find some more Surtling cores. But before we do that, let's get out to the farm, get that place set up and going. I know it's raining, it's going to set us back stamina-wise, but we don't have much choice. We don't have much choice. If I could find some instances, we could go do that. So we've got a portal and a workbench, which means we just start destroying stuff right away. Not our first coal, so that's all right. That's all right. Let's get some of these taken out. Felt like I heard something. It might have just been thunder. And here's where we're going to move our crafting station around a bit. Move it out to the center so we get better coverage. There we go. Now when you're destroying these structures, you really want to try to destroy everything that's touching the ground. Trying to avoid this dude. Missing the required crafting station. Let's do it from the other side. This guy will. I think the guy's made of glue. He's sticking right to me. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of you. We don't need your help. Okay, we'll get this broken down. So this will give us tons of wood, and we're going to end up using it for our beehives. Our beehives, which I think I'm just going to put up here. For now. For now. I'm not going to use this space, so let's just go ahead and put them out there. We can get rid of this stuff. Now, I do try to conserve these raspberry bushes if I can. But I'm not 100% committed to them. If getting rid of them makes things a little bit easier, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We're going to leave our 2 boars breeding, hopefully, still. Take care of these bigger buildings. Oh, I'm gonna get back a little bit more. There we go. Suppose we can move it again. No reason not to. A little better coverage there. And we'll keep going. Now it's hard to tell, but there's actually like a lower wall in here. So everything kind of disappears. We're learning how some of these buildings are structured, just makes dismantling a little bit easier. So we try to take the things at the ground level, leave the roof to just destroy itself. Should just collapse. And I'm in here doing the floor tiles. And the chest. And the chest. There we go. There we go. Alright, when we got this much extra wood, I like to just pile it up over here for now. We figure out what we're doing. And then keep going. So yeah, I was reading up on the bears. The bears are always a challenge. But what I read was they're not immune, but resistant to pierce damage. So we've been using bows to fight our bears. Not the best choice of weapon, from what I'm hearing. And even though they have a massive health pool, there we go. They really don't do much damage, is what I'm reading. So we're gonna try to melee the bears in the future if we have to fight them again, which I'm guessing we will. Boom, there we go. So that's the plan there. Little sword and board to take out the bears. The bears. And there we go. Okay, so we got this whole place cleaned up. Let's move this. Just gonna keep piling up piles of wood over here. That works for us. And we're gonna turn this into our farm. We gotta kind of figure out where we're gonna level it out to. Now, a bad idea is to level it to the lowest point. Like, if you look around, everything's just a little bit higher than this point, which means we're kind of confined in terms of how high up we can go. I would start from a higher point like this, because all of this will raise up just a little bit, and this will lower a little bit. So you kind of want to find a middle height. If we went down here, it's a little too low. And if we went up here, I think it's a little too high. A little too high. We do have the pickaxe, but we want to keep from having to use it a whole lot, and we don't want to use stone to fill in all of this. So this might be a little high right here. We might have to use some stone, but we'll see how it goes. We'll just kind of wing it. Let's get our leveling going. I am going to keep the level of these raspberry bushes going as well. Keep it consistent, so to speak. Give them a little bit of a rest. And when you use your hoe like this to level, just remember it doesn't level 100% on the first click. You're going to need multiple clicks. That's why I'm kind of doing a little crossover coverage, a little overlap when I do my clicks. We're doing pretty good. You can see the depth on the meter in front of us. So you see it's real deep, and now it's level. So out here, we're going to raise it up. One click kind of does it. Let's do it again. And there we go. Now it's really, really level. So that's a good example of how we need to Kind of hit it with multiple clicks just to make sure we're consistent. We don't want to leave low points or high points because then that can accidentally become part of our leveling, and that's not good. That's not good at all. If you're worried about the raspberry bushes, you're not going to bury them. They just rise up or sink down to match ground level around them. That's a non-issue. This is a pretty decent area. I'd love to put my base over here, but I'm not sure it's a good spot for us just yet. So I'm going to kind of make this big. Like this. Keep thinking I hear a bear or something grunt around me. Get a little too paranoid, I think. A little too paranoid in Valheim. Viking paranoia. It's a real thing. It's the real thing. Now this, I probably can't raise up enough without expanding or using a little bit of stone. Actually, it's not too bad. Too bad, but you want to be careful going that way. Especially now that it's not quite as high. We'll just do this. I know this section's pretty well leveled out. Looks like we're getting there. And I'm worried, like, up here is where we're going to run into issues. But I think we're getting pretty lucky right now. Everything seems to be leveling out okay. I'm going to give Stumps a rest. Get our stamina back up. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's extend this side. Kind of keep going. And you see the nice hard lines. If you like that sort of thing, I'm just operating on the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. That's what creates those perfect lines. So if you look at the mini map, you can see I'm pointing due west right now, which matches the lines. So when you're trying to orient your base, keep that in mind. Assuming you like a nice clean edge like I do. If you're okay with a little more rough perimeter, rough definition, then you're fine. Not an issue for you. So we kind of hit our limit right there. You can see we can't raise it up anymore. Let's see if any of this will raise up a little bit better. Here's where we need to be careful. We don't want to stand over there and accidentally stand on like a lower section. This is where we're going to need to get some more stone out here, see what we can do. But I think at this point, we're in pretty good shape. I wasn't going to push too much harder, but it looks like right in here, we're going to need some stone. Here it levels out, so you can see where it drops off a bit, right? You can see that on the meter. So maybe we'll come back with some stone, put it to good use. So we'll just grab some right over here. Nice to kind of clear the area a bit. That's another nice thing about these farms. You don't have to smash any rocks. It's already kind of cleaned up for you. So we're going to need a workbench in order to raise ground. That's what makes this a little bit more challenging. And we'll switch over to this. Go to the raised ground option. Actually, I want to see... Right here, we're good. So right about up to this line, I think we're in pretty decent shape. Almost. We want to get a little bit that way. Go. But I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to start in here. I think that's pretty good. That's good. You'll start to see there's like a grid that the stone raises. Lower this just a bit. Hitting this will actually get us back some stone. Not a lot. We don't have to do this, but I'm trying to get some free stone back. Do a little bit more raising. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, we got 2 stone. I'm gonna live with that. Oh, one more. One more. Okay, let's level it out. I feel like right here is gonna be an issue. Yep. Shame. I thought it would kind of clean up on its own. Let's get rid of this area. Get all leveled out. And then I think we need to start planting some crops. Get back to adventure time. Viking adventure time. So that's too low. This is good. So this is where it starts to peter off. So we'll just plant some crops up here real quick. Keep it simple. I don't think I have my seeds on me, but let's get the cultivator out. and we'll cultivate some rows. Now here's where I feel like I should keep these, get rid of this one, and just have a nice long stretch. But what I'm going to do is just go on the opposite side of it. This. And for now, I'm happy with that. I think that'll be enough for us. If we want to do more, we can always go this way with it. Oops. Go. Now if we need it, we've got it. If we need it, we've got it. I think that looks pretty good. Let's head back, see what we can do here. Just about time to eat some more food, too. I think this is probably as far as we're going to take the farm for now. Just getting stuff growing is a victory. And getting some ground leveled out, etc. We'll come back here later, maybe towards the end of the stream. I would like to extend it, like, all the way out to here at some point. So it'll be a pretty large farm, and then I'll probably extend it out this way a bit as well. But by that point, I want those boars to be tamed, and that'll give us a nice nice farm in the meadows we don't have to worry about. I'd use this as a base, but we're so centrally located, like, I'd much rather be on the coast for sailing, moving metal around. Plus, we've got the Elder down here, which is nice, so we gotta kind of head this way eventually. But we can port most of the stuff we need. I'm going to leave that wood. We're going to use that to reinforce our farm. Give it a nice perimeter fence. Keep it safe. Keep it safe. Is it safe? Is it safe? I don't know if any of you saw Marathon Man. That's a very famous line from that movie. All right, we've got our honey. Let's see what's in this. Here, we can dump some of this off. We'll dump that there. Go there, and I think we've got some amber in here somewhere. There we go. There we go. All right, do we have any seeds? That's the real question. Did we ever find carrot seeds? Oh, that's it? That's really it? My goodness. All right, let's take a look around here. So this is us. This is the Black Forest. I'm going to go up here and look for a little bit more carrot seeds. It is, oh man, it's pretty late. Pretty late. Let's face east, see how bad this is. Can't see my shadow anywhere. That might be all the definition I need, so I'm heading east. I think we're done. I think it's too dark. Too dark for shadows. That means it's pretty late. Nighty-night, Stumps. All right, good morning, Stumps. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Oops, punching the walls, huh? All right, let's get rid of our gold. Get out there. Get back out there. See if we can get some more carrots going for our farm. Let's eat some food. Let's not forget. Keep Stumps healthy and safe. Healthy and safe. So we've got honey or beehives at both locations, which is good. I have not really figured out where our, quote, permanent base is going to be. I'm all right with killing the Elder without having a permanent base. I kind of feel like we should just move over here. This isn't too bad, right? Just to get away from all that water. But we'll figure that out later. We'll figure it out later as we go. So let's head into the Black Forest, see what we can find. Right now, we're really just on the hunt for regular boar. We're on the hunt for carrots, carrot seeds, so little white flowers. We're gonna go picking flowers today. And if we see any bears, go in melee on them. Going full melee. Not interested in fighting boars right now. We'll take this guy out though. Have to. Whoops. Nice block, Stumps. Oh, there's the adrenaline bar. Okay. It seems to be filling reasonably fast. But I'm going to assume that once we're out of combat, it's going to stop filling. It's going to start draining. Yep. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so we wiped out a node over here, I believe. Let's double check. So there should be a copper node here, but I think we cleared it. I think we cleared that one. All right, so let's take it off the map. It's gone. We're just going to look for some more carrot seeds. I was really hoping to get a lot planted in one shot. Might not be an option. Might not be an option. Oh, here we go. So we've done this instance, according to our marks. We've got a spawner over here. This could be useful later if we want to do a spawn farm. Maybe this is, we haven't done that in a while. Maybe this would be a good run to bring that back. Let's just mark it for now. Let's put a careful little mark. Wow, some dangerous dudes over there. We're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to gather some of our Black Forest resources. I'm really surprised there's not more carrots out here. Gonna keep marking our copper nodes. I don't think we're gonna come this far for them. I don't want to go any closer to that spawner. I don't want them coming after me. We're gonna go this way just a little bit. Keep up the gathering. And we haven't found a troll yet, I just noticed. So maybe that's what we look for as well. Maybe that's what we look for. We'll kind of penetrate a little deeper into the forest. See how that goes. I'm going to mark that spawner too. Without getting too close. Oop. See you. The welcome committee, making me feel welcomed. Not so much. Not so much. All right, no flowers, no trolls, no bears. I'm okay with one of those things. The other two I could do without. I would like some food upgrades, some armor upgrades, but I'm not sure that's coming our... Whoa, here we go. Finally. 2 side by side, double reward. 8 seeds total. Another spawner. Let's go ahead and mark that one too. A lot of spawners out here. I'm going to keep going. I feel like this is the coast. And I want to map this out a little bit more if we can. We're going to be stuck here for at least another day or two on stream. Let's grab this. Count this a successful carrot search at this point. I think we're doing all right. Keep going with the blueberries and thistle as well. All right, let's take a peek around the corner here. I don't want to go any further. That's a bit more than we need to take on. I feel like once we get a boat, and that is our next goal, getting some nails and putting together a boat, we'll be in really good shape. Really, really good shape. So why don't we go ahead and grab some tin while we're out here as well. Oh, more carrot. There's a bear. We're going to avoid that. Actually, should we test this at this point? We take on the bear and see... All right, Stumps, if you think you're ready. For science... For science, we'll get a couple. Oh, a 1-star? Yeah, we're not doing that for now. We're gonna move on. Count our blessings. We'll experiment with regular bears. We'll leave the 1-stars for a little bit later once we get a better feel for this. All right, still going. Another spawner. Let's mark them. I don't like running up on spawners by accident. over that way, kind of a bit of a distance. Let's put it right about here. There we go. The ones I don't label, those are all burial chambers. They're like instances. You'd expect to find those out here, and you got to mark them, so at least so you know which ones you've done, haven't done. Keep track of it all. Hey, here we go. Here's an instance. This is what we want. We're going to need some more Surtling cores to make things work. There we go. Nice swing, Stumps. My goodness. Some damage. Use the rock. Nice job. Nice job. Do we see anything of excitement out here? Nothing good that way. It's hard to see in this forest. I suppose that's the whole idea. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. See what we can see. See what we can see. All right. Can we get a fire going? Outstanding. And we don't really need it. It's just tradition. I always have a fire. Nice for your rested bonus. Forgot it. Shore it up real quick. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a ghost. These are the new ghosts. This is cool. Did he hit hard? Man. Where are all these guys coming from? No, ghosts drop ectoplasm. I actually have to look into what the ectoplasm does. All right, I want to clear this first. Let's clear the lower level. Bunch of shields we can't use. That's always nice. That's always nice. But this is truly nice. This is what we're here for. Take it all. We got lots of weight capacity. That's great, because these things are heavy. I think they're like 5 pounds each or something. It's ridiculous. So if we get several stacks, we need the carrying capacity. All right, let's go in here. Get rid of this guy. Check left, go right. So this is open. Let's double check it. Clear. Heard something behind us. Random sound effects. That's my assumption. That's my assumption. Okay, we should be able to get out of here. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. Should be able to get out of here this way. And now we can go up here. We kind of skip this part. Always find it tricky dealing with these multi-level dungeons. You can get turned around real quick. All right, we're going to leave that door shut, deal with what's in here. Always check these little stone piles. There's usually something right in the middle. And that's it. And that's it. I don't tend to collect those little yellow mushrooms. There you go. Sorry, buddy. Another ghost. And a Vegvisir, so there's probably some goodies in there. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, nothing there, so little retribution. Here we go. Nice. This one's way easier to parry. You can actually see an animation. The old ghosts, I like them. It's just there wasn't enough of a visual indicator when the attack was coming that you could actually react to it. Now I'm going to check this. I don't think it's going to put a new one on. Oh, it did. Look at that. So we're a little closer to this one now versus this. Our farm is so close. Like, this is where we're going to end up, but now we know there's another one. Nice to have options. Nice to have options. Oh, this guy came from nowhere. I wonder where they came from. What we cleared down here. Did we not? Oh, we didn't clear this. Didn't clear it all. Oh, and another treasure room. This is outstanding. This is the run we were looking for. It's not just the portals that it opens up. You need 5 of these for each of your smelters and kilns, and it's nice to get, like, pairs going. 2 or 3 or 4 even. I've had as many as 6 or 7, I think, at one point, so more of this stuff we can gather, the better off we're gonna be. Better off we're gonna be. And that was just the first wing. Oh my goodness, that was huge. There we go. How's our adrenaline? Has it kicked off yet? I don't think it has. I don't think it's propped at all for us yet. Alright, nothing in the middle. Now, I have a theory with these dungeons that it maps out, they're randomly generated. I think they map out the two sides first, and then this middle one often just doesn't have much room to expand, so it always feels like there's a lot of dead ends in the middle. But who knows? Who knows? It's anecdotal evidence. I'm gonna rest here. We're getting our comfort bonus. With 3, we should get 10 minutes. We're down to 4, so I think it's worth it. Kind of wait it out for a moment, give Stumps a breather. Give me a chance to rehydrate. There we go. Check left, go right. Oh, nothing over here. Check left, go left. Check left, go right. And that's the end of it. All right, well, that first portion, my goodness, so good. So good. Let's put this on the map and mark it off. We don't bother naming it, because again, if it's not named, we know it's a burial chamber. We know it's a burial chamber. We know. You don't have to tell us. All right, let's keep mapping it out. How much weight can we carry? So not much more. We really don't want to take on too many big challenges right now, but let's see what we run into. At the very least, we can map this out a little better. Now we're gonna have all the bones we want. And you know what, Stumps? That was a great instance. I think you deserve an adult beverage for that one. That's what I'm thinking. Where is OBS? There we go. Oh, a mojito for your efforts. Very nice. Very nice. Enjoy. Enjoy. I love that you can parry the rocks they throw at you. I think that's hilarious. Doesn't seem like the kind of thing you should be able to parry. I thought you could only parry swords or melee weapons. That would make a lot more sense to me, I think. But no complaints. No complaints. Hey Diz, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your Cosmo. A tasty cosmopolitan. Not much over here. My goodness. Oh, here we go. It's a troll cave. Now, I'm not good at troll caves on the inside. I'm going to mark this instance. The history on a Cosmo? If you're asking, I don't know. Never had a Cosmo in my life. Just added that for a little fun in the stream. The bartender? Oh, it's just a little script I wrote. So if you use it, it just randomly selects 1 of 10 drinks. One of them's water, the rest are alcohol. Just something fun to do during the stream. Alright, I don't think we're gonna kill this troll, but I figure let's get in here. Give it what for. The problem is, we like to use bows, and bows require some range, so if he's gonna glitch out, I can live with that. Oh! Oh, he killed us in 1 shot! I thought I had the dodge roll. Oh, this is gonna be a tough recovery. This is gonna be a tough recovery. Did not time that well at all. So sorry, Stumps. So sorry, Stumps. All right, get some rest. Get some rest. We gotta get some food in you. Have to fire up some more. 1, 1, and 1. There we go. We'll turn off crafty boxes. Cook up our food real quick. Get our stats going again, and hopefully recover our bodies. How bad is it? That is a bit of a hike. Bit of a hike. A lot of new territory as well. Now it's inside a cave, so if anything's chasing us, we actually have a bit of a chance. So I think what I'm gonna do is really rough it. I'm gonna probably pop the Ike here and just run out there. Let's get our food in our bellies. Exactly. Run, Forrest, run. Don't look back, Forest. There's nothing behind you. There's nothing for you. Oh, and that reminds me. It's unfortunate, but the death counter's got to go up. We're up to 1 death. First death of this stream. Alright, I'm going to wait a little bit more for health. We're pretty vulnerable with no gear. I don't think we have any spare gear around. We can wear a tunic for 1 armor. I'm not going to bother. Okay, let's hop it and go. Hop it and go. Hop it and lock it, boys. Hop it and lock it. So we're gonna map the rest of this coastline while we do this. Hopefully we can just outrun all our problems. That's how you survive adulthood. Outrun your problems. Oh, mercy. All right, let's get that stamina back up. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Where's my adrenaline? Where's that adrenaline when you need it? Ooh, pump those bunions, Stumps. Pump those bunions. Oh, it's getting dark out, buddy. We don't want to be out at the nighttime. That's when the bad guys show up. That's when the bad guys show up. So I have talked about some of the mods I'm using. The expanded player inventory. One of the things I really, really like about this mod is that it automatically equips your gear. So you know when you're like doing body recovery and you finally get to your tombstone, but like 8 things are chasing you and you're in a tough jam. And then you click on the tombstone, you're like, take all, but you're still running around buck naked. Well, the Azumatt's expanded player inventory mod will automatically put that stuff on the moment you click the gravestone. So it's a bit of a, I don't think it's a cheat, but it's a nice nice thing to have. It looks like we'll be dragging a skeleton along with us. And a couple Grey Dwarfs as well. Hopefully those guys sort out their differences and leave us alone. 3 more minutes, Stumps. Hang in there. Hang in there, buddy. We were doing so good. We got too ambitious with the troll cave. Too ambitious. Oh, we're going to avoid that spawner. Like the plague. Like the proverbial plague. Another instance. That's good to know is there. I'm not going to take the time to mark the map. I don't want to burn up my Forsaken power. Marking the map. That's no good. But you know we're going to run right into a bear at any point here. It's almost inevitable. Oh, I think we're getting back to the cave. I think we're doing... Oh, geez, another spawner. They are everywhere in this forest. I suppose we can take a couple out. I keep preserving them in case we want to turn them into a spawn farm. I'm thinking that'd be a fun thing to build this this stream. We didn't tame any wolves last stream, so it just feels like something we ought to do again. Bring back the tradition. And if we do get wolves, that's the perfect fuel for a Grey Dwarf farm. Just dump them into a pit right under one of those spawners. Works like a dream. Works like a dream. All right, we're back to where we left off. Let's get our stamina all the way up, and we're just going to dash in, grab our stuff, dash out. No heroics this time. No heroics. Here we go, Stumps. Buckle up, buddy. Quick grab. Ooh. And we're out. And we're out. Notice it already geared us up. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, we feel cold. Let's just get out of here. Weapons at the ready. You know we're going to get chased down by all kinds of stuff. Weapons at the ready, Stumps. Let's get out of here. And I think we're going to run through a portion we haven't cleared yet, just to clear a little more map for us. Don't know if I'll have time to mark things on the map, but we'll give it a shot. Come on, Stumps, you can do it. Don't let that log slow you down. Ooh, geez, another one. My goodness, they're everywhere. The ones that are down by the coast, though, we can take those out pretty safely. We can't dig deep enough to make a pit. We hit water and then it's useless, because then it just doesn't work. It's kind of comical, but it just doesn't play well, so we're not going to do that. Nighttime, by the way, is the best time to gather thistle. It just glows in the dark. It wants to be found. It wants to be found. Let's keep going. Still have everything? We do. Good. Another instance. I'm actually going to mark this just in case we need it. By going inside where it's safe. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get out of here. These more spawners. My goodness. No wonder we keep running into bad guys. Well, this dude, I actually want to take this guy out. I don't like these guys at all. Yeah, take that. Take that! And sometimes they drop a seed, but not this time. It might only be the brutes that drop a seed. Might be what I'm thinking of there. Go ahead and mark this real quick. We got a copper node. Actually getting pretty close to our base, so we might actually use it. Gather that. Another spawner. Yeah, there's the brutes. I don't want to fight guys at night. It just invites more trouble. It begets more trouble. These two guys are going to duke it out. We should stay and kill the winner, but again, I don't want to stick around. Almost back to the meadows. Almost back to the meadows. This is where we run into a bear or a troll, and then things get complicated. Then things get complicated. Oh, nope. I think we might be safe. It's raining in the meadows. No rain in the Black Forest. Maybe the natural canopy was keeping us dry. Foggy, nighttime, raining. Oop, almost ran right into the ocean, I think. Hard to tell it's so foggy. This is silly. This is like the tiniest little patch of Black Forest on the edge here. We're still going to go around it. Still going to go around it. Give Stump some breathing room. A little breathing room for our journey. Oh boy, howdy, that was a hike. Yeah, I think if we hadn't been killed by the troll, we were on a really good pace. I think that's our fire out there. Or one of our torches. I think I put some torches up. Just to light the place up a bit. Light it up a bit. Might need to put more resin in it. Have to double check. Jump, or maybe not. Completely out of energy. Yeah, we did get some torches up. That's good. Alright, no sorting. That was a rough run. Nighty night, Stumps. You've earned it. The Dizinator. Diz, if you're still here, I'm curious, have you played Valheim? Are you a veteran of the game, or just scouting it out? Alright, let's put some of this away. Diz thinks about his answer. Goes in here. This goes in... Nope, doesn't fit. Alright, let's try some of... Well, actually, the next one. Put that in there. Mostly food, a little bit of amber. Almost put the amber in there. This ectoplasm, I'm going to have to look it up and see what it's good for. Let's check our crafting benches and see if it has any purpose, has any major purpose. Anything else I can throw in here? Dwarf eyes. A little bit of that. Let's see what else we got. Gold and no trophies. So I'm going to throw the feathers in here. Been playing for a while. Long break, back again. Oh, day 900. So what boss are you on at 900? I'm actually at the end of a run on a multiplayer server. I think we're in the thousands. We're a good 5 or 6 weeks. Basically, we have to kill fodder, and that's it. We're at the tail end of the journey. All right, still doing inventory management. This is no fun. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Any more space? That'll go in there pretty good. Anything else? The skull. Man. Might have to build another crate. I hear ya. And it's interesting how, like, people's motivation kind of fades over time, you know? Like, I'd say a week ago, we had like 5, 6 people online. Like, I was giving away portal locations in the Ashlands, like where fortresses were, so people could gear up a little bit easier. Now I just don't see those people at all. They just disappeared after 1 week. To get this close to the end, kind of odd that they would duck out, but it happens. I mean, it's just the nature of, that's what we went out there for. It's just kind of the nature of games, unfortunately. Yeah, it's interesting how we all kind of play independently, and then we just get together for the boss fights. And it works pretty good that way, because then you can get online whenever you want. But it is fun when everybody kind of takes a role. You get a cook, you get an adventurer, you get a gatherer, a couple builders. Do you guys do any interesting builds? Other than your traditional bases? Alright, I'm going to do some repairs. Real quick repairs. I just want to see if anything new has popped up that ectoplasm might make. Just kind of scanning the list. It looks like mostly the bear stuff has been unlocked. Oh, we can make the bone shield. That's a great looking shield. Ironwood bow, stag breaker. Oh, you need 20 core wood for it? Wow. Wow, I don't tend to use the stag breaker. I'm more of a bow and club kind of guy, and that tends to work pretty well for me. Okay, let's get some food fired up. Let's get some food fired up. Where's our deer meat? Here it is. We're doing 4, 5. Let's do 5. We got enough space for 10. Again, turn off crafty boxes. Otherwise, when we pull this meat off the spigots, the cooking stations, it'll start pulling meat out of this crate. So we'll have like a whole bunch of necktails cooked up, which are useless. Like, they don't do anything. Can't even feed them to wolves or anything. Well, actually, you can feed them to wolves, but not cook. That's always tricky. Do you have a preferred weapon, Diz? Like I said, we're pretty bow heavy. Castles, towns. Big builds, lots of room. Lots of leg space, a little stretching space. All right, we get all our food. Are we good to go? All right, let's get our farm started real quick. Then we'll get some good foods later. Actually, I should have grabbed some stone. Was short-sighted. Okay, where is... It's so foggy, my goodness. How would you describe Valheim? Foggy, mostly. Alright, let's just go straight forward. I know there's a lot of mods for farming, and I should probably get one and work with it. I do have one downloaded, I've just not used it. I'm so used to doing this. I'm gonna get a pretty decent pattern, so we got 6 more. There we go. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Let's check in on the boys over here. So, I don't think they're green yet. Let's get some food in there for them to munch on. Hopefully they'll calm down, get tamed soon. that in there and close the door. Well, that worked pretty good. Is he trapped? I hope he can go back. What if I go over here? One guy's totally chill, the other guy's super upset. He's like, I don't know what your problem is. I didn't see anything. What are you talking about, Vikings? Let's do a little expanding while we're here. We got the stamina. I'm not going to go any further. I don't want to mess up the carrots. Be real careful, kind of come up beside them. And I think I'm just going to go about to the edge of this. That'll be good enough. We'll go a little bit up to here. Right about to there ought to be good. And then this will be interesting. I wonder if we'll be able to bring it down at all. I'm guessing I'm going to have to use a pickaxe at some point. Maybe not. This is working pretty good. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Have to recultivate a bit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get our cultivation in. There. Don't want our carrots to go bad. Alright, that's enough for the farm. Let's figure out what our next steps are. So we need to start working towards a boat. I think that's our next goal. I can do more terraforming off stream. We've already seen enough of that. We'll do that between streams today. I'll do some of that tomorrow. Nothing to get rid of. So what do we got? What do we got? In terms of metal, I don't think we have anything. Like 1 tin. Yeah, we got 1 tin. That's it. So we're going to need some tin and copper. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. No reason we shouldn't have a portal, though. No reason not to have a portal. Where do we put all those Surtling cores? I think they're out front. Of course. Of course, of course. Here we go. Let's grab 2 of these. 10 of these. And I'm not going to bother with the fine wood. We'll go chop down a tree. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Gather it on the fly. Oh, and I want to rename our portal here. I use what I call the Stargate portal system, where I just have 1 or 2 portals back at base, and then just keep renaming them. So this gets us connected to the farm. That's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to unname it. I'll have a no-name portal, and once we make another one, it should link up. It should link up. We still need to get a portal over to our spawn as well. Did we set one up? I don't think we did. I think we were really short on Surtling cores. We didn't bother. Take it easy, buddy. Just passing through. Take it easy. Why can't we be friends? Oh, we got a trophy. Nice. Maybe we'll make a big trophy haul. I was exploring this map a bit. There is a tiny little island that I think has potential. So maybe we'll do a cool island base. I don't think I've done that on stream before. I have made island bases before. They take a lot of effort to terraform, but once they're terraformed and you start building the base, they're basically unraidable because raids can't spawn in the water. It's only the flying raids like the drakes that you got to deal with at that point. So that'd be kind of fun, I think. Looking to see if any bears have spawned. I believe we killed a bear over in this area at one point. Alright, let's find the closest copper node. Let's find the markers on our map and just head that way. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. What are these guys doing so far inland? Kinda odd. Kinda odd. Just a little bit. Zoom in a bit. All this foliage, it's hard to see. To see what we're doing here. Here we go. This is odd. So I'm guessing there's going to be a chest in here somewhere once we get this thing cleared out. All right, let's just get to it. So, oh, we don't have any wood, so we got to get the fine wood first. Let's get our portal all set up before we get all worn out. I think we'll take out this tree right here, this big old oak tree. And I think during this stream, we're going to get the tree farm set up. I think that's wise. We've got the tools. We've got the resources we need. It would be wise to get it set up at this point. The first batch, I'm probably just going to do beech trees. But eventually we'll turn it into an oak tree farm. Just for the fine wood, because we'll need a lot later in the game. Buddy, I'm swinging an axe here. I'm swinging an axe here. Look at all those acorns. Oh, so beautiful. You love to see it. I just take the cap. Yeah, I don't bother digging them out. I have done it before, multiple times, but I can never get the entire thing to break. Like, I can do it with silver, but with copper, I've never got the whole copper node to smash in one go. So I've just kind of given up on that. I'm just this. I don't need a lot. I don't make the copper armor. We just go with the troll armor if we can find trolls. So that's kind of my approach to it. Not a big fan of the Bronze Age. I like to get a little further into the game. I think a lot of people have seen these stages of the game. A little more interested in the difficult stuff, watching the queen go down, fighting off some y'all, as opposed to chopping up oak trees. I do like that they put a little moss on the side of it. Kind of neat. A little more realistic. Give it a little something something to the texture. Even though it's a very geometric looking cylinder. Got to keep the poly count down. All right, what are we looking at? Can we do our portal? We're good. We're good. Let's get to work. Let's progress this game. So ideally, we're just trying to get nails. That's all we're really focused on, but we're going to take this whole node since we're doing it. And we've got the portal to make it a little bit easier. Hopefully, Eikthyr will be up. It's already ready already. It's an interesting sentence. And where is it? Over here. Over here. I'm not looking at the map. I'm trying to go by memory, and it's not serving me well. It's not serving me well. So, where should we set up? I think right over here is probably a nice little spot. We need our crafting table and our portal. A good trick with portals, by the way, is to bury them in the ground. You see how the ground's going over the bottom of the portal, as opposed to this, where the portal's kind of raised up above the ground a bit? By doing this, if we're over capacity, it's a lot easier to walk into that portal. So it's kind of a good thing to look at. So that'll get us right back home. And actually, let's go dump all this stuff. But yeah, I find the time I spend digging them out, and then they don't smash, it's just more time breaking them all up bit by bit. So I might as well just do the caps. That's sort of my take on it. That in there, that can go in there, there. A little bit of that. Oh, some acorns. We're up to 9 acorns. That's healthy. A healthy amount of acorns. I think we got space for that and that. Dump that in there. Any more empty spaces? Here we go. Back to work. The stone portals. Yeah, I'll build steps. I'll actually just build steps right up into the stone portals for that reason. I do a lot of overload shuffling around. Poor Stumps. Dripping with sweat, but hey, it's the way to get things done sometimes. Alright, Stumps, throw your shoulder into it. Make short work of this thing. We got a stream to get going. We got a stream to keep moving. I am a big fan of moving or taking trolls and having them come over and smash everything for you. But we just haven't found anything. I'm really surprised. I'm kind of wondering if they changed some of the availability of trolls since they added bears. Like if it kind of forces you to go into the caves a little bit more. Hard to say. I hear the at gear is the way to go. Like the special attack has a stun. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, jeez. Everybody's coming. Oh, there's the spawner right there. That would explain it. Oh, now it's 2 shaman, a 2-star shaman, a regular shaman, and a 2-star shaman. I wonder if his heals are overpowered. This guy's pretty annoying. Let's get rid of him. Can't save them all, buddy. Oh, we did save him. Oh. Enough. Enough. Oh, we got a trophy. Another trophy. Expanding our collection. So I think what we'll do is just a portion of this, dump all the stone, and try to grab some tin. Get a couple bronze made, see if we get enough for a boat. Because if that's the case, we could always just hike this stuff right down to the coast and sail it home. Not a bad idea, actually. Not a bad idea. Whew. I did not want to give. Oh, this is more of it. I kind of feel like this might be a separate section right here. I wonder if we found 2 side by side by accident. We may never know. I'm not going beneath the surface. We'll do that for tin, or for silver. Silver is super satisfying. Super satisfying. Yeah, a little self-promotion while we're mining. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're working on the Into the Ashlands stream probably for the next several weeks, so feel free to join us. I do have a castle building system I like to share with people. We'll get rid of that. But we need to get into the Iron Age before we can start building castles. So, be a little bit. Toss. Actually, we can just toss everything. We got a portal here. Come back and get it later. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Alright, we'll get rid of that. I'm going to split this stack a bit. Let's get rid of like 7 of these. Just so we have some carrying capacity for some tin. I do want to get some, take it back. Put it to good use. My other idea was let's get rid of this freaking spawner. If it's going to cause trouble for us, we don't need it around while we're working. Ooh, it was a dude there. I didn't even realize that was a dude. I was just trying to hit the spawner. Alright, we'll aim a little higher then. A little higher and to the right. To account for the drop-off. There we go. There we go. Sorry, buddy. I suppose that was your mom. That is where you come from. I could understand being upset. Not going to fault you for that. So this will be our first Ancient Seeds. One more. Oh, Heart of the Forest. Talk to me, Valheim. Can I make something cool yet? Heart of the Forest. Oh, that's what was unlocked. I see. The Ancient Seeds unlocked it. Okay. That makes sense. All right, let's see if we can get some tin and get out of here. Eat a little more food. Fill our bellies. Go, Stumps, go. Just 1 tin node. That's all I'm asking for. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, we're right on the water. It should be right here somewhere. Come on. Come on, Valheim. Hashtag no tin in Valheim. There we go. There we go. Oh, that was only 4. I want a little bit more if we can get a little more. Let's take another node out. Here we go. Oops. I don't know why, but I hate doing that. I hate leaving a mark in the territory by accident like that. All right, let's dump our stones, pick that up, and I'm gonna regrassify in here, clean up our shame, hide our shame. And it's time to go. Let's pop that. Let's pop that power. Put it to good use. Don't feel rested anymore. Yeah, good time to use it. Good time to use it. Oh. The locals are coming over for a visit. I just want to say hi. Invite you over for dinner. Maybe we are dinner? I don't know. I don't know. Depends on the local. Depends on their culinary preferences. Ooh, tiny chunk of black forest. We're almost home, Stumps. Hang in there. I know it's late. I know it's cold. But there's a warm fire waiting for us. We do need bronze for fermenters. We need to get some mead going. I was just thinking about that. I was going to say there's a bottle of mead waiting for us, but there isn't. We haven't gotten that far. So maybe that's what this copper will be. Nails, maybe some upgrades, and then finally a fermenter. Get some proper grog in our bellies. Some proper grog. We did have to run back because we have so much ore, so much metal on us. There's nothing we could do. No portals. No portals. Okay, let's put some of this in the kiln while we're thinking about it. Boom. And start dumping stuff. I don't even know where this stuff's gonna fit. Come on, buddy. Go away. Not right now. We got a little inventory management to deal with. That was weird. Sort of strange physics. I'm gonna throw a bunch of wood in there. Again, that's at CraftyBoxes. Let's just fill the kiln with one click. Really nice. All right, Stumps, get some rest. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. Well, that bear dream takes on new meaning now that there's bears in the game, right? Before it was just some abstract dream. Now it's something different. It's something different. All right, where can I throw that? Perfect. Just enough. Can we get rid of anything else in here? Let's put that in there. That'll work. That'll work. Thank you, thank you. Let's grab all that. Get a little bit more, a little bit more. And we have enough wood. I gotta check. I don't want to burn fine wood. 38. We got enough. We got it. Here we go. Now we can toss some of this in here. Let's see what we can make. Let's see what we can make. Quick repairs. Oh, we only have one tin. Let's make some nails. Let's just make some nails to feel good about ourselves. Boom. Boom. There we go. So this only weighs half a pound, so we'll just hold on to it. We do want to repair our pickaxe. Let's see if we can find that heart of the forest thing and see what that's all about. I feel like it's going to be in the forge. Heart of the forest. Here we go. Another trinket. Okay. Increase health regeneration. So we're pretty stamina heavy. I think we're going to stay with the bronze pendant for the stamina regen. Plus we already have it. We don't need to worry about it. All right, we still have a little Eikthyr. Let's run some more of that copper back real quick. Run some more of that copper back real quick. While we've got it, let's grab all this crap. There we go. And we're off. Fleet of foot. Let's make use of that time. And just think, Stumps, you've got some carrot soup waiting for you down the line. Down the line. We're gonna need some tin for a cauldron now that I think about it. We'll try and do one big copper run, one big tin run, and we should be in really good shape to progress even further into the game. I think at that point I'm ready to go after the Elder. We could do the Elder now. I think we're decent in terms of armor and stuff. and then just head straight into the swamps, but I'd really like to get some troll armor if at all possible. If at all possible. We're running at 1.5 drop rates. So one troll gives us a piece of armor. 2 trolls, I think, will give us 3. Or like 2 pieces and then like 1 upgrade to both of them, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Maybe we have to go back into that cave. Not my dream. My dream. But we might have to do it anyways. Alright. How much tin do we have? 9? Okay. Store that. Store that. Store that. And that. Let's see, what else? Where else? Do I have to make another box at this point? I kind of feel like I do. I'm going to be lazy. Let's just slap another one down real quick. A wall of boxes for us to work with. Build this back up. Keep the factory going. And I don't think we got any tin, so yeah, we're not getting anything new. So let's head back. And I think I'm going to pause on the place stacks. What is that? I'm not sure I understand. You mean like the wood and stone stacks kind of thing? I might be missing out on something in Valheim. Learned something on stream today. No, I don't tend to place stacks around if that's what that means. I did it at the farm just because I was lazy. Normally I just make a chest, throw everything in there. It doesn't take up as much space. Less to deal with. Oh, we lost some of the tin. There we go. Alright, let's get a little bit more. Really load up. Oh, that I didn't know. Was there like a hotkey for place stacks, or is it in the interface and I'm just overlooking it at this point? Alright. Did not know that's what that feature did. We should have explored that. I'm closing in on 3,000 hours of Valheim. And this is the first I'm hearing of place stacks, so appreciate you being here, Diz. Up in my game. Up in my game. Alright, I think we can take one more tin node. Depends on how much drops. And, ooh, right on the money. We're out of here. We cannot pick up another thing even if we wanted to. Even if we wanted to. Let's get this tin fired up, make a cauldron, make some soup. Looks like I'm going to need to make a second fire. I'm going to have to figure that out. Maybe we'll just put one outside, not worry about it too much. We'll only cook on sunny days. That's what we'll do. We'll let the rain put it out and not worry about cooking on those days. I don't want to take the time. I can't even pick up your drops, boys. Man, how do we miss that? He's like right there. Alright, I'll be back for that stuff later. We'll pick that up on another run. Leave a trail of loot to lead us home. So do you play any other survival games, Diz? Any you would recommend? Or do you play a different genre outside of Valheim just for the change up? Just for the change up. I do think I should build in one of these starfish, like stone formations at some point. I've done it in the past, just not on stream. It's such a nice little blank canvas. I think I could make like a really interesting base. If you have a chest with only wood in your inventory, then it will take all the wood and put it in that chest. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll try it out. Place stacks. Definitely going to integrate that into my gameplay. That was a good recommendation. Can't even pick that stuff up. Alright, here we go. Let's get the factory going again. Got some tin in there. Coal in there. Wow, only one piece. I thought we had a bunch in there. What can we make? Just one more, huh? One more. Well, give me some nails. For Pete's sake. Give me some more nails. Place stacks right here. I just went nose blind to it, sorta. I'm so used to the take all. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on it. Appreciate the heads up. Okay, how are we doing on time? Let's do a little sundial action here. So it is to the east, and yeah, it's to our side. So it's only like halfway through the day. Let's get rid of the wet debuff. Nobody likes the wet effect. Gotta get rid of that. That's what campfires are for, you know? Alright, there we go. Back to the factory. Or back to the mines, I should say. Our base factory. Where we do the processing. Oh, I can't wait for a better pickaxe. The iron is such a big upgrade. I never do the bronze pickaxe either. Like, I really try to leapfrog as much of the Bronze Age as I can. I just feel the 3-to-1 smelting it's too much. Or crafting, it's just too much of a penalty. Might as well push to iron where it's just 1-to-1. And so far it's worked pretty well for me. Alright, let's get in this place. See what we can do here. I feel like we're gonna uncover a chest. Hope it's got some good loot in it. Something valuable that Stumps can use. Now let's get some food in our bellies. I'm so sorry, Stumps. You're working so hard. Starving at the same time. But hey, you said you wanted to lose a little weight for the holidays. Now's a good time to start. Get that diet going. Here we go. See if there's anything special here. Hey, a little bit of treasure. I could take that. Definitely take that. I always try to get like 2 or 3 sections taking damage at the same time. I feel like I'm a little more efficient. I know it splits the damage. It isn't that much more efficient, but I still try. Feels better. Whoop, trying to read. Use it a lot. Always building big inventory storage for chests, just one type of item. Yeah, I'll have to read up on it. I mean, we'll put it to use, that's for sure. Just last time all we had was tin, so might as well just throw it in there. One of the side effects of the crafty boxes is you get a little sloppy with inventory management. It really doesn't matter where they go anymore, because you don't have to go retrieve them. Like, you don't have to remember where everything is. So naturally, you get a little sloppy, just a little bit. Alright, let's organize some of this real quick. I'll put the copper over here, stone over here. Pick up a little more. We're going to leave Valheim looking as beautiful as when we got here. Part of the no stumps gaming philosophy. Getting rid of those stumps. We're not leaving this to look like an episode of the Lorax. Just call me the Onceler. If you're going to leave your... Whoops. If you're going to leave stumps everywhere, you might as well just name your character the Onceler. This is a trick I use a lot early in the game. You have a lot of extra inventory. And it's nice to just make 2 antler pickaxes. Then you can just switch over. You don't even have to worry about repair benches and stuff. Yeah, normally I do it that way. I think on stream I feel a little bit more rushed. I don't want to spend a ton of time managing inventory, so I'll sort it off stream. Plus, it's not our, like, base. It's just a place to make some copper so we can build a boat and actually find a good place for our base. Like I said, I found a little island, I think. Might do an island base. We'll see. We'll see, but I do have a solid castle building system I think you'll like. If you've ever seen my YouTube channel, I did a Castle Grayskull build. That was actually an idea from one of my followers on Twitch, Nerd of Anarchy. He hasn't been around in a while. The guy's had a little bit of trouble in his life he's got to focus on. But a good guy nonetheless. And I did a whole YouTube video that's the build. So if you want to do like a Castle Grayskull build, I got some basic blueprints out there for you. Alright, we're almost done with this. No more copper for a while. This should get us enough reserves to last a bit. But yeah, playing with other players on like a multiplayer server, some of them, they don't care about the environment. Like, they don't care if the server looks completely smashed up. They'll just do like half a copper node stop, leave like half smashed up rocks all over the place. But to each their own. The game. You don't want to smash rocks, I get it. I completely get it. Alright, I'm looking at our Forsaken Power, 3 minutes on the cooldown, 3 minutes. So I think what we'll do is head home. But randomize. I'm guilty of that as well, yep. So I think we'll head home, take all the rocks and stuff with us, leave the copper out here with the bench and the portal. Oh, there we go. We're going to call that done. And then we'll run everything tomorrow. Because by then, our Forsaken Power should be off cooldown. And we'll just get the last of this copper done in like 2-3 runs. Any more twinkles? Anything else twinkling? I think we got it all. So let's dump that. I'm going to grab all this stone. We're too heavy. Oh, we're not too heavy. Okay. Is that all of it? All right. So I might use some of this stone for, my plan was to use it to level out the farm a little bit more. All right, let's do this. Place stacks. There we go. There we go. We'll kind of rifle through, see if it... Oh, there we go. Got the gold. Oh, it put my honey away. I want to keep that. I got to be a little more careful. So that's an issue I got to kind of just be aware of, I guess. I'm going to cook that. So let's just open up that slot real quick. Turn off the crafty boxes. Fire up some food. And we should probably cook a little bit more. Just fill up our inventory some. Food is always good. And a little bit more honey as well. Actually, let's take them right from the hives. While we wait. There we go. So facing east. There we go. Our shadow's pretty far in front of us. I think it's late enough. We can just sleep the rest of this night off. Grab our food. And we'll smelt some more while we're sleeping. Yeah, I just learned that lesson. First lesson I learned with place stacks. I am going to chop down one tree, just so we can get a little more charcoal going. Do we have enough wood anywhere? 13. Yeah, so let's just grab this. And we'll do this by hand. There we go. There we go. That we can do. That we can do. Only 10. That's a shame. All right, let's chop down a tree just for some wood. We can make more coal for more smelting. And we'll call it a night. We'll call it a night. We'll push the tree line back a little bit more. So when you're near your base, do you prefer to... oh, please don't take another one down. Do you prefer to, like, go chop trees down far away and keep the natural landscape around your bases? Or do you just, right outside, you just expand and have a big open area around your base? Big field you cleared. Did we kill a deer? Did you see that? I think that log killed a deer. It's interesting. All right, let's get one more tree down. It's already been hit a couple times. It's gonna go down easy. All right, this should solve our wood problem for a little while. I know we have stacks over at the farm. All right, what is holding this up? This is interesting. Are these things holding it up? They are. That's interesting. There we go. All right. Back to the factory. Get it working again. Get it working again. Oh, place stacks. There we go. Put it to work. Any more stacks in here? We're not doing food. Place stacks. Oh, there we go. Worked really well. Some here. And I think that was all the coal, too. We don't have any tin anywhere. There we go. Let's put it all in there. All right, time to get some sleep. Load this thing up again. Load this thing up again. And we'll call it at that. Oh, geez. Now we got to deal with the... All right. You know what to do, Stumps. You know what to do. Let's use this big log. We're going to run in circles around this log. We're not even going to try to kill him until the raid is over. And just... Oh, they're going to push the log. Okay, that's interesting. Not expecting that. Let's gather some of our wood. Get some of our work done while we're being raided. No reason to slack off just because there's a raid going on. Oh, keep going. The only one we need to worry about is that green dude. But for some reason, run in a circle just seems to work really well in... I hear ya. I hear ya. Oh, geez, they're gonna run me over. They're gonna steamroll me. But with that one that heals, it's just kind of a pain. And we just chopped down trees. I'm not particularly worried about it. All right, boys, let's run this way. Let's go the other way. We'll go clockwise. See how you feel about that. Evasive maneuvers. We switch from counterclockwise to clockwise. All right, time to start picking down at the shaman a bit. Should be over soon, and the brute. Set them both on fire. Oh, you got lucky. And your buddies took the hit for you. Well, that was supposed to be the end of it. Oh, I really don't want to use my Forsaken power right now. Come on, the forest can rest, right? There we go. There we go. All right, let's just go melee. So much easier. Just pure brute force. All out of stamina. Run in a circle. Run in a circle, Stumps. Mercy. Sorry, buddy. You're not welcome here. Oh, and he's back. You missed the party, buddy. Welcome to the party, pal. It's a Die Hard reference, in case you didn't catch it. A Bruce Willis throwback. Lots of resources, you're right. All right, let's finish this up, go to bed. Oh, our bronze pendant, it procced. You see that? That was our first trinket proc right there. Dealing with a raid. That's what they're good for. All right, let's get this thing fired up. Got a little bit more. Oh, I guess we're overwhelmed. Let's just go to bed before we get raided again. Nighty night, Stumps. Good morning, Stumps. Let's get back to it. Place stacks. Oh, I'm loving it. That's all food. Let's not mess with it. This looks good. I don't think anything's going to get placed. All right. Stacks. Yeah, we have cooked food, so I think everything else we're in good shape. Stacks. So that worked great. This is going to make me even lazier. Place stacks. There's no food. Place stacks. Place stacks. And if I remove the honey from this, that'll work too. So let's pop this in there. And can I put the honey? Let's swap it out. That's not honey. Just give me like, that'll be good. There's gotta be an open space somewhere. There we go, full stack. All right, let's repair everything. We got some running to do. We got a marathon ahead of us. So I hope you're ready. So we can make 5? Nice. Let's do 3, and that'll leave enough for a cauldron. That's what I'm thinking. We'll get some more tin. Every Tuesday, Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be continuing this stream for several weeks. Feel free to come and join us. All right, where did we put the bronze? Oh, man. We just turned it into nails, so I think we're up to... I think we need 80? Let me double check. Let me double check. 80 nails. That's the hard part. Hard part done. We're now owners of a boat, whether it feels like it or not. Give me some space. Oh, man. Man, oh man. All right, well, let's get things going. That's full, huh? And we do... Whoops. There we go. Let's do that. Didn't open anything up. I'm kind of surprised. There we go. That in there, that in there. That works for me. That works for me. All right, let's run some copper. Here we go. I should have stayed and got some my food buff up. I think we're doing okay. All right, let's see how much we're carrying right here. Oh, 2 whole runs. We're gonna need to drop 5 more, so we can carry 21, it looks like. 21. That's our magic number. 2 runs and we're good. And this will give us a chance to pick up some of that loot we left behind. All that stuff over there. I'm not going to bother this time, though. So maybe we do 2 runs of this, and then we'll probably be done with our buff. Then maybe get some more tin, and I think that's it for bronze. I think I'm done mining for a bit. I do have 2 rules for this stream that I try to follow, because I want to try to progress the game as much on stream as possible. One of the rules is once I kill a boss for that biome, I'm free to go and sort of farm materials from that biome off stream. So we've already killed Eikthyr, so I haven't done it this stream, I've just been lazy, but in the next couple days I might go out and start farming a little more wood, a little more stone, etc. But only what we can get from the meadows. The Black Forest, we haven't killed the Elder yet, so I'm not going to do anything Black Forest-wise off-stream. We're going to avoid that. And I don't even know if I've got a box. Let's just toss it. Keep going. Get right back out there. I might be able to do 3 runs. I should have grabbed some tin. when we could have. All right, let's dump 9. And we're good. Let's head out of here. And we're good. Let's head on out of here. Can't pick it up. Would like to pick it up, but I can't pick it up. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. We'll go with a little lighter load. I didn't really count how much we threw on the ground at this point. I think it's like 15, 14, 15, I'm hoping. Might get lucky. I am surprised. I've not seen a 2-star boar in quite a while across multiple servers, which is a little odd. They're not common, but they're not super rare either. And every time I see a boar, I'm always double checking. I'm always taking like that second look. I did think this little island would be kind of fun to set a base up on. I thought that'd be neat. But I think if we're going to do an island base, I'd rather do it way out in the ocean. I think I found a decent candidate. We'll see when we get there. Didn't scout it out that closely. Anyone coming? Nope. All right, 2 minutes on the Eichthir. I say we put it to use. Let's get another run in real quick. That's what, 42. Answer to life universe and everything. If you know that reference, you're a well-educated viewer. Well-educated. 14. I was pretty close. All right, let's head this way so we can pick up all that stuff. And then I say we go build the tree farm. Just something to do, something a little bit different. Have you ever done a tree farm, Diz? If you're still here. I was introduced to the tree farm concept on the multiplayer server I was on. But I'm still on. We're still trying to finish up. By the guy that runs it. His name's Troubled. And it's a pretty clever concept. I mean, it's a simple concept. Just plant all your trees really close to one another so you can make them all fall. But you try to do it like on a slope. So they all fall down into the same direction. And I kind of marked a good spot. And it's over by the spawn. So I think we're going to set up the spawn portal and go set up the tree farm. And we'll just call it there. That'll be the stream for today. And we'll pick up on Thursday. Look into maybe the Elder, maybe exploring further south, or maybe heading out to where this little tiny island is. See what kind of potential awaits, if any. If any. If not, I'm not really sure where I'm going to build a base, so I have to kind of figure that out. All right, let's put stuff away. Place stacks. Place stacks. I'm loving it already. Place stacks. That's the way to do it. This is how we do it, people. Put all this away. Where is it? I know it's in here. There we go. There we go. Let's grab that. I'll grab this. And I don't think we've got any empty spots. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that in there. Oh boy, howdy. What do we take out of here? You know what? These are useless. We're never going to use them. We're never going to use them. I'm going to throw them into the ocean and forget that they existed. That's what I'm going to do. Sorry, Valheim. Don't mean to litter, but I don't have a obliterator yet. I can't destroy my junk. We've got too many chests as is. All right, let's see what we can do here. How much more bronze can we make? Oh, a fair amount. But we were talking about the cauldron. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's make a fire and a cauldron. And I think I'm gonna put them back here. Just keep them out of the way more than anything. We're using a mod called InfiniteTorches, which also keeps your fires burning forever. There we go. Oh, what do we need for Queen's Jam? That stuff's great. Strawberries. Or raspberries and blueberries. We got a lot. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Oh, it's a stamina food. Better than honey. So I think we're going to swap out to a double stamina build. For now. Crap, I don't know where the... I have no empty spaces anywhere. This is ridiculous. Oh, give me this one feather. Let's make some arrows. Use up some inventory. Oh wow, we were down to 16 arrows. I didn't realize how low it was. Alright, let's make a couple hundred. My goodness. Could have been bad. Could have been very bad. One more. One more for good luck. Alright. Let's grab some resources and make a new portal. Where is... Oh my goodness, finding stuff. The challenge. It's a... Whoop. There's some eyes. Let's take 10 of those. There's our fine wood. Let's take all that. Chop some more down when we get out there. And we need cores. Where'd they go? Here we go. So that'll be for the spawn point. We did just wake up. Where's our shadow? Oh, no, it's actually a little bit in the day. So I think we just did the one run. All right, so let's head back to here, and we'll try and set up a tree farm out here. Let me see if I can find our seeds. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm going to take the acorns with us, too. And we'll just set up a thing out there. That's what we'll do. We just picked up some coal. That's fine. All right, heading straight for the spawn point for a portal. Actually, before we go, let's rename this one so we can get back easy. We'll leave the unnamed one out in the woods, but this one we're going to call spawn because we know where it is. All right, another long run, Stumps. Hang in there. Hang in there. So I think we're going to upgrade to Queen's Jam and Carrot Soup very soon. Get rid of the honey altogether. And then maybe we go after bear meat. Maybe that's the next good progression food-wise. I think it's a little better than deer meat, even though we've got a lot of deer meat. So that'll be our default until we make some improvement. This is kind of nice. Big open area. You could use this for a farm. This is actually not a bad space. I should think about that in the future. Just use these for a tiny little starfish farm. Makes sense to me. Makes perfectly good sense to me. I wonder if that's a boar stone over there. If we gotta like run over to get them to spawn. Not gonna find out today. We got stuff to do. We only have 10 more minutes in the stream. I don't know how far we're going to get on this tree farm. But I have a general concept. Whoops, we'll go this way a bit more. A lot more. There we go. Here we go. Oh, let's check out these guys. See what I mean? I'm just not finding any more 2-star boars. Really weird. Really weird. I should probably be grabbing all these strawberries. Or, not strawberries, raspberries. Seeing them all over the place. I did know that. The, like that? Yeah. I knew that, but I hadn't thought about it, so... Probably what I should have done. I don't have to keep swapping to the map view. Okay, we're gonna need one tree that's gonna give us fine wood, and I think this oak just volunteered. Need a little more food. Give us a bunch more stamina, look at that. Now I hear you. I just forgot all about it. Good reminder. Honestly, I haven't played with a map in a long time. I do a lot of no-map runs. I think it's a really interesting challenge. You have to have some pretty good strategies to find your way. The only problem with the no map run is if you die and you don't know where your body is, you can never recover your loot. And so it's really, really tense the first time you try a no map run. Have you ever turned on the no map feature, Diz? If you haven't, it's a really interesting challenge. I've done a couple no map streams actually. So I share some of my strategies there. Mostly about not getting lost. But also how to hunt the bosses, that kind of stuff. With no map, how are you going to see the markers when they're placed? The answer is you can't. But there is a way. All the cheats on. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's turn this thing into a portal. Nothing fancy right now. Oh, jeez. Ran right into that. Brutal. So I think I'm far enough back. Actually, let's move this. I'm really OCD about my positioning of things. I like it to look cool. Let's put it right about here. When we come out, we're heading right into the Forsaken. And then I set it back because I wanted to build this. This is my common portal protector. Low key. Just obscure it from anything messing with it. I don't think that's going to be the case, but good enough. Good enough. Oops. To destroy that. Not enough for the doors. We'll come back with more wood, but normally I put those big gate doors on the front of it, and that's it. Nice and simple. Usually keeps my portals safe. The last thing I'm going to do for this stream, and normally we end in about 7 minutes. We're going to try and make good use of our time, even though it's drizzling ever so slightly. We're going to grab raspberries while we're here this time. Now that we're making Queen's Jam with them. Can't leave them behind. So this is what I was seeing. And I'm like, I think this would be a really good place for like a tree farm. And the big trick is you just need to like terrace it just a tiny bit. So let me get rid of this boar. And I'm not going to do a lot right now, but I'm going to get the terracing started. That's what I want to do. So let's do like this. And that's pretty good. You just got to kind of follow the natural landscape. I think that works okay. And then we'll go up here and do another one. And I don't want to be too high up. Let's do like right here. Now the trick here is with beech trees, they have to be 4 meters apart. So that's 2 of those 2-meter beams, whereas oak trees have to be 6 meters apart. So it includes side by side, but also front and back. So where you put these kind of matters. Oh, hey, Little, thanks. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we're just doing a tree farm here. So I'm basically setting up some terracing. And in a minute, I'm going to plant a bunch of trees along this. And the idea is when we go to clear it, you chop down the trees at the top, and just the natural slope of the landscape and everything, it kind of forces them all to fall in one direction. And yeah, that's the whole idea. So I'm basically doing the terracing right now. And I want to get a couple planted before we end the stream. We're actually really close to when I normally end my streams. You got to take the rocks out. So the rocks are an issue because they count like objects, and you can't plant the trees next to objects. I don't know that the stones on the top of the ground matter, but I know these big rocks definitely have an impact. So be careful when you're raising, lowering ground. You don't want to like cover up a rock, because it's still, if it's underground, it'll block your tree from growing. It'll be like too close to something, or I don't know. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of this one. And in all honesty, these are probably a little too far apart. I think these are going to work really well, but I think these might be a little far apart. Maybe we do a terrace in the middle here. I say we do. Let's put one in and we'll just kind of see what happens. We'll go from there. One more terrace right here. All right, we'll call that. Any other rocks? Definitely some rocks. Let's get rid of them. All right, we're going to count this as done. This over just a bit. And am I carrying too much? Let's put a stack of stones out somewhere. Oh, we don't have enough. What do we have too much of? A lot of stuff. Okay, well, we'll just leave it like this. I'm going to toss the stones away just to get them out of here. And I'm going to go sleep because it's getting dark. I can't see. And we're going to come back, plant this, and I think that's where we're going to end the stream. So we've got a portal right over here by the spawn. That's why this is nice. Don't even have to set up portals or anything. Don't have to worry about getting raided. A little bit of a hike, though. Kind of a pain. Cold, wet, and tired. That's how we get home every night. Cold, wet, and tired. Oh, we didn't name it. That was my mistake. We did name it, but then we moved it, and I didn't rename it. That's what we did. Common Valheim error. Spawn. There we go. That'll take us home. And little, don't judge our place. This is like our temporary starter home. Not a whole lot right now. But it's enough. It's enough. Mostly just open storage. All right, nighty night, Stumps. One more day. Hang in there, buddy. I was thinking the same thing, Diz. I'm playing another game, and it's a survival game with its own build system. And you can move stuff around, so it's kind of nice. So if you don't get it just right the first time, you just make your adjustments. Kind of nice. Okay, let's get rid of some stuff. Can we place stacks again? Will that work for us? Let's see what we can get rid of. Place stacks. These things we want to keep. I just want to kind of keep that off to the side. Place stacks. I'm going to put that in there. Let's go inside. Put that by hand. Place stacks. Get rid of that. Where is our trophies? There they are. Place stacks. All right. We're going to go out there and get the last of our work done. Let's move our factory along just a little bit more. We're gone. Oh, do we have any wood? I don't think there's... Do we have any wood in here? I think we do. We do. That was 29. I just don't want to burn up and find wood. That's like the worst feeling. Okay, let's get out there, get this done. So all you have to do is cultivate those terraces and plant your trees. And plant your trees. And so that's what we're going to do. But before we do, I'm going to take out one tree. I need a little bit of wood to work with. I just want to make a chest I can leave out here. Plus we're going to need it for more charcoal, as always. You know, I don't think they do. You're right. I was just going to cultivate out of habit. But I will show you a trick that we can do that I think you'll like. This makes life a little bit easier. Depends on how OCD you are. Like if things need to be really precise, and I can really get into that. I can attest to that. But I don't need super precise out here, but I do want to show some ideas. So here we go. Probably should have chopped down that oak tree. Let's put a workbench over here somewhere. There we go. A quick chest that we can use anytime we need it. Put it up by this trunk so we can find it. And we're going to put it in here. So that way we can always pull the seeds right out of this chest using crafty boxes. We'll get rid of this. That's all we really needed it for. So what I'm going to do, this is the trick. We are going to, let's grassify it. Call this the grassify tool. I can't think of a better name for it. Let's make it look pretty again. Let's go ahead and get some more stamina. We're going to need it. Hey, Sammy. Thanks for the raid. Thanks. You are my first official raid. Welcome, one and all. We are in the process of putting together a tree farm in Valheim. So what this is a terraced area we just leveled out. I'm replanting all the grass. I'll explain why in just a moment. Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. This is exciting. A milestone in my streaming career. Welcome, one and all. Winter's Heart. Thanks for coming in. I hope this is worth it. I think you came at a really good time because, like I said, we're doing this tree farm concept, and I'm going to show you a little trick I like to use. It makes my life a little bit easier when doing a tree farm. So the whole idea for a tree farm, you get a slope, you terrace it out. It sure is, Sammy. Thanks. You terrace it out with your cultivator and your hoe. And then you measure how far apart you want to plant. Now, if you're planting beech trees, it's like 4 meters. But if you're planting oak trees, it's like 6 meters. So what we'll do, we're just going to take this basic 2-meter beam and kind of plant it. So front to back, about 2 meters. So I could plant like front edge, back edge. Let's do... I like to use the pathin tool and do that. And then it kind of marks like where I'm going to put one tree, and I can just kind of eyeball about 4 meters. We'll just do 3 trees across like that. Do the same right here. Plant it a little further back in that part, and we'll do about the same here. And then about the same here. And there we go. And so now we know exactly where to plant our trees. So if this works well, we'll always kind of get roughly in the same spot, right? So we can go in and pick our trees. I'm going to do beech trees rather than oak trees right now. We just need regular old wood. So I'm going to put this a little further back. Yes, that's the whole idea. So when you chop them down, you start at the top, and then they fall downwards most of the time. So we're gonna, up here, we're gonna plant near the front edge. And then here we're gonna plant about right in the middle, so down in the back edge here. Like this. And then right about in the middle of those 2 rows. Yeah, nothing complex. But if you've never seen a tree farm before, this is one way to do it. Now that might be spaced far enough apart to get away with oak trees as well. I didn't really, I just eyeballed it. I was pretty generous with it. So now I got to let it sit for a bit and let those trees mature. So at this point, I'm afraid, gentlemen, I appreciate the raid, but I do 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays, Thursdays. And so I'm getting right to the end of my stream as well. I hate to wrap up so quickly. Oh, I see what you're saying. Just to weaken them a bit. That's a good tip. I like that. I like that. Did we get enough wood? I like to put gate doors on this. Let me place it. There we go. This is my standard portal security system. There we go. Keeps it nice and tucked away where the bad guys can't see it to mess with it. And this is our humble abode for now. This is just our starter cabin. I think we took over one of the default buildings that was already here and just have been making do. We'll be working on a new base. I'm looking to do an island base out that way. We haven't actually been there yet. I don't think we can see it yet. It's pretty far away, but we just got the nails we need to make a boat. So I think Thursday we're going to set sail, do a little bit of exploring, try to avoid the sea serpents till we get a bigger boat, and that's the plan for next stream. So I appreciate the raid and everybody stopping by. Thanks again, Sam V, Winter's Heart, and gotta scroll back up to get everybody's name in on this one. Diz for hanging out for the whole stream, super appreciate that. Still working on my average so I can get to affiliate, which will be amazing. But yeah, first raid on stream. Thanks again, Sam V. I think that's it for me. See you guys on Thursday, I hope. This is Stumps out.